Orion Township Supervisor Chris Barnett discussed the economy, water, and road construction during his 2016 State of the Township Address. After 6 years on the job, the Lake Orion DDA's Executive Director is leaving. We'll take a look at her legacy. Chamber of Commerce members got an exclusive tour of the historic Scripps Mansion during a networking event. And members of the Oakland County Quilt Guild got to show off their work at a recent show. Hello, I'm John Atwater. We'll have those stories and more on this edition of ONTV News. On Wednesday, March 23rd, Orion Township Supervisor Chris Barnett hosted his 2016 State of the Township Address at Lake Orion High School. During the presentation, Barnett touched on improving the economy, water, and roads, among other topics. Here are some of the highlights.
We are growing. Last year, we had 172 residential and 8 commercial new building permits. As you can see, it's a steep decline from 2014, but that was one of our busiest years ever. We still are a growing community. The other great news is that our foreclosures continue to track the way we'd like to see them. So foreclosures continue to go down. If you're a prospector in the real estate market, you're having to work a little bit harder than you had to before. We also have seen the sharpest incline in home values in the past decade, just in the last 2 years. You'll see that on this chart here, we have just over 13,600 households in the township. The largest sector of those homes are in the $300,000 to $499,000 value. Our population is growing. Our 2010 census, we were in the 35,000 range. Our mid-block census, which we didn't complete thoroughly, but we have pretty accurate data, that our population is around 37,700 people. The number one job of a township board when you elect us is to take care of your money. And this board has done a phenomenal job with that. We passed our first balanced budget in 2015 since 2009, meaning we weren't spending more than we were taking in. And then we went ahead and finished ahead of our projections by over $200,000. So we are being very safe and secure with your funds. So we have 2 projects I'm going to just talk briefly about. The first one you dealt with tonight and you've been dealing with. This is the Lapeer Road corridor improvement project, we're calling it, but it's going to be a corridor nightmare. Basically, the scope of the project goes from the Palace of Auburn Hills to Powerhouse Gym. You will not be able to make a left-hand turn on the corridor. It's going to act similar to Telegraph Road between 696 and Square Lake Road, including anybody turn left off of Scripps today, off of Lapeer Road onto Scripps? The notorious left that everybody calls and says it's the worst intersection in our township. That's that intersection there. You can't see real good here, and if you want to see better, come visit me or I'll shoot you an email, but you will only be able to make Michigan lefts. There'll be double Michigan left lanes or straight through. And that goes the same for Silver Bell as well. We have seen this model, and it works. Everyone is a traffic engineer, especially when we start talking about Baldwin. It's never going to work. The experts have proven this to us. It's going to be a mess this summer, but if we can get through it, it will be much better for our community, and it's much needed.
The 2016 State of the Township is currently airing in its entirety on ONTV. Visit orionontv.org to view the current program schedule. You can also watch the meeting on demand on YouTube. Over the past 6 years, downtown Lake Orion has undergone major changes and improvements. The major driving force behind many of the changes was DDA Executive Director Suzanne Perot, who was hired into the position in 2010. Sadly, Suzanne's career path has taken her away from Lake Orion. On Thursday, March 31st, Lake Orion community leaders gathered at Lockhart's Barbecue in downtown Lake Orion to say goodbye to DDA Executive Director Suzanne Perot. Suzanne, a Grand Blanc resident, has accepted a position with Mercantile Events and Marketing in Genesee County after 6 years of helping to shape downtown Lake Orion. When Suzanne came to this community, the downtown business district had a 10% vacancy rate. Today, that rate has improved to 2%. We asked Suzanne to take a look back on her accomplishments over the past 6 years.
Well, as tough as it was, I think the streetscape investment was something that is very crucial, that really turned this downtown around. The walkability and just what the great looking aesthetics that we've gained from that investment is really going to take Lake Orion far into the future. I think we've laid a lot of groundwork for the trail connection, for the Paint Creek Trail to come into downtown, and I think that will be built in the next year. So I'm really pumped about that project too. A lot of great events, placemaking projects, public art, those kind of things added in as well have been really beneficial to the downtown.
Ironically, Suzanne's farewell party was held at Lockhart's Barbecue, downtown Lake Orion's newest restaurant, which the DDA helped to lure into downtown to fill the vacancy at the historic Village Hall location.
I think the fact that we have such a vibrant downtown Lake Orion, the investment that you see in our downtown, the progressive attitude that we have today is in very large part due to Suzanne and her outstanding efforts. She has just been an excellent asset to the village of Lake Orion and to downtown Lake Orion. And we are so sorry to see her go, and we're going to miss her tremendously.
Suzanne has done more for our downtown in the last several years than probably in the last 20 combined. I mean, she literally has put us on the map, brought so much economic development, so much energy, so much excitement. Her passion for our downtown oozes out of her when you're around her. It's infectious, and she kind of gave me the vision when I first started 4 years ago, and I caught it immediately, and she's just been so awesome to work with. Not only a great champion for our community, but a great friend and really a down-to-earth, caring person. So the final thing I wrote was, in all caps, "You will be missed," with a little sad face, because that's, it's kind of bittersweet. It's exciting for her, see her moving on to this next adventure in her life, but she's going to be missed big time here.
Thank you so much. I have so much gratitude for the support I've received and people that are really invested in the community and have wanted to work with me and make this downtown, make things happen in the downtown. It's been a great experience. So just very much gratitude and appreciation to the community.
After 6 years of documenting the improvements in the downtown area, we here at ONTV are sad to see Suzanne go and wish her the best in her new position. Throughout the year, the Orion Area Chamber of Commerce offers its members numerous networking opportunities. One such event was held in March and allowed visitors to take a step back in time. On Wednesday, March 23rd, the Orion Area Chamber hosted a networking event for its ambassadors. The event was hosted by Guest House Incorporated, the current owner of the historic Scripps Mansion in Orion Township.
During the networking meeting, we have our ambassadors that have their masks on. So the title of this is Unmasking the Secrets of Networking. And we've based the theme upon a movie that was shot here and released in 2015 called Beyond the Mask. And so we'll be showing the trailer for that, and that's why everybody's wearing masks. So they're walking around and talking about networking tips, and then we'll reveal them at the end. So, and then hopefully that maybe other people want to be ambassadors as well and call the chamber and join and help us, a little bit more outreach in the community and the business community. So,
following the networking event, attendees were invited to take a tour of the Scripps Mansion. Completed in 1927, the 28,000 square foot mansion was built by William Edmund Scripps as a summer home for his family. In 1930, the family began residing at the lavish estate full-time. Following Scripps' death in 1952, the 3,800-acre estate was divided up and sold. The Archdiocese purchased the mansion and surrounding property in 1956. Guest House Incorporated began using the property as an addiction treatment center for its clergy. Guest House will celebrate 60 years of service in May.
We were open in 2008, 2009, 2010 for events, and then we shut down for a while and because we do use this house for treatment. And then we're now opening it up a little bit at a time. It's a beautiful home. It's a special place, and a lot of people, even in the Lake Orion area, have never been here. So now that they're able to come in and see it is very, very nice.
There are many perks to joining the Orion Area Chamber. One of them is a ribbon cutting ceremony for new businesses in the area. Recently, Chamber members welcomed a new business located in Oxford. On Thursday, March 31st, representatives of both the Orion and Oxford chambers gathered at the Legacy Center in Oxford to celebrate the grand opening of Latitude 42 Yoga Fit. Clarkson residents Dan and Susan Stencil opened their first location in Clarkson 5.5 years ago and decided to expand by opening a second location.
Yeah! Oh, that's pretty cool. Taking this former Sea Ray manufacturing building and taking 5 acres under roof and turning it into a health, fitness, and entertainment center it's a large task. And being, we're kind of the pioneers, one of the first businesses to come into the facility, we're looking forward to sunnier days of, more business and so on, and that'll come with other businesses and other attractions in the building opening up.
The business had a soft opening on February 29th. Visitors can enjoy fitness classes, massage therapy, and hot yoga, and the owners encourage men to try it if they haven't already.
It gives you that 1 hour of not thinking and turning your brain off, which we all are always on overload all the time, thinking about 20 million things, and it gives you that hour of peace. It also gets you the chance to stretch and breathe, and when you're in the hot room, you sweat a little bit, but people need to know that our yoga is not hard to do. You're just going to go as far as your body lets you, and we teach all the postures. So most of this community is new to yoga, and so we welcome everybody. We work with people that need modifications. It's not competitive. It's a lot of fun.
The Chamber's next major event is the Shop Local Expo, scheduled to take place on May 10th at the high school. If you would like to get involved with the efforts of the Orion Area Chamber of Commerce, you can visit their website at orionareachamber.com or give them a call at 248-693-6300. March was Reading Month, and to encourage early literacy, Heartfelt Impressions Learning Center hosted Family Literacy Night, where little ones learned that reading and writing can be fun. Heartfelt Impressions Learning Center opened its doors in 2011 with locations in Oakland Township and Lake Orion. Every year, the center hosts a free event that invites families to take part in games and crafts that help children develop the skills to read and write. This year's event fell on Wednesday, March 23rd.
What we try to do is show families how important early literacy is and how fun it can be. Sometimes early literacy is the biggest worry for a parent when they're getting ready for kindergarten. Will they be able to read? And we just want to show them that it's a beautiful, fun time together and not a stressful time. So all the activities we do are engaging and fun and interesting, not flashcards that are stressful for kids. And as you can see as you go around, they're all very engaged.
As children passed through numerous stations set up throughout the Knights of Columbus Hall on Orion Road, they were encouraged to create crafts that help them develop dexterity or play games that help them recognize words. Many of the activities can be recreated at home using simple household items.
Each activity is based on one of Dr. Seuss's books, but we also look at all the developmental domains that children have that help them be prepared as a whole child for that next step in their education. So at one table, the Bartholomew table, they're making oobleck, which is, you saw, a very messy, goopy, secret ingredients thing. But what's happening is as they're mixing it, they're developing those small motor skills in their hands, which then later helps them be able to handwrite. But we don't say to them, let's practice handwriting. We say, oh, let's be messy and gooey, and they like that. But the end result is that they're better able to write and to do it for more sustained periods.
Heartfelt Impressions welcomes children that range in age from 6 weeks to 6th grade. For more information, visit heartfeltimpressions.net. Orion Area Youth Assistance is an organization that tries to strengthen the family unit through community involvement. Recently, OAYA hosted an event that offered families an opportunity to have a fun night out. On Thursday, March 31st, Youth Assistance partnered with Lake Orion Community Ed to host the first ever family game night at the Cirque Building. Families were invited to take part in a wide variety of games, including a scavenger hunt and a few rounds of Family Feud, hosted by School Board President Scott Taylor.
I just think it's awesome. I think it's awesome that all these volunteers come together. I got a text message a month ago that said, hey, would you come and MC our event? And I was like, sure. And then I kind of got the details, but it's going to be fun.
It's our way to try to get families engaging with each other. We're trying to get families unplugged from their busy lives, unplugged from their electronics, and kind of plugged into each other. So we decided to have family game night, and they can go around and play minute-to-win-it games together and engage with each other. They can do a scavenger hunt around the Cirque building to learn about the Cirque. And then we're going to culminate in a Lake Orion's first ever Family Feud face-off competition between two lucky families here tonight.
Throughout the year, Youth Assistance offers numerous programs, classes, and camps. For more information, visit LakeOrionYouthAssistance.com or give them a call at 248-693-6878. The Oakland County Quilt Guild isn't just an organization that allows its members to share a passion for a unique hobby. It also allows its members to give back to the community. On April 1st and 2nd, the Oakland County Quilt Guild hosted its 2016 Quilt Celebration at the Cirque Building in Lake Orion. The event has been held every 2 years since the Guild was founded in 1989. Dozens of quilts were on display, mostly made by members, but the show was open to the community as well. The event acts as a fundraiser. Money was raised through ticket sales, vendor fees, and silent auction, which allows the Guild to continue their charitable work within the community.
We meet once a month, 10 months out of the year. We are off in July and August, but we meet once a month as a guild. There's 137 members of our guild. We have a planned meeting every month. We sometimes have a guest speaker come in and teach us or speak something related to quilts or a new technique or a new tool, all kinds of things like that. But throughout the year, we also do charitable dates where we get together and we make quilts for charities. We drop off to police officers, Oakland County Sheriff's Department, different like the Haven, hospitals. We do preemie quilts. We also have a large collection of knitters who knit like preemie caps and all kinds of stuff. So we do just make things for charity to donate.
Monetary prizes were handed out in 3 categories: Viewer's Choice, Vendor's Choice, and Quilt Guild Member's Choice. Although quilts are meant to be functional, as you can see, many can be displayed as works of art.
A lot of women have morphed into professionals, and they do it for a living. They buy long arm machines, which you can see behind you. Some of these machines cost $40,000, $80,000 for a long arm quilting machine. But a lot of them, yes, they're pretty and they look like art, but a lot of people use them on their beds, in front of the TV, comfort quilts. Like me, I'm a functional quilter. So if I make a quilt, it's either a gift for a wedding or a baby shower, or I make myself a quilt for the TV or a bed that one's kind of getting old and raggy and needs to be replaced. So you have the whole spectrum of functional quilters to art quilters, and we cover the whole gamut.
Guild meetings are held at the First Congregational Church in Rochester. For more information about the Guild, visit oaklandcountyquiltguild.com. On our last newscast, we gave you a sneak peek at the new LegoLand Discovery Center at Great Lakes Crossing. Since then, LegoLand has officially opened its doors to the community with a grand opening ceremony. On Thursday, March 24th, dignitaries, staff, and children assembled at Great Lakes Crossing to celebrate the official grand opening of the LegoLand Discovery Center. Owned by Merlin Entertainments, this particular location is the 100th indoor midway attraction for the company.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
It's a really great attraction where we want to encourage families to play together and build and create and have the freedom to play with Lego. As well as we have 4D cinema and 2 rides. It's a fantastic attraction.
Great Lakes Crossing opened its doors in 1998 and has grown and evolved over time. LegoLand joined Sea Life Aquarium as the latest attraction that makes the shopping mall a family-friendly destination.
Well, I think a lot of it has to do with the growth of Auburn Hills, when the shopping center was developed, and this whole northern section of the county. We draw about 20% of our customers from over 60 miles away, a lot internationally, a lot from Canada, and to the point where 21 million people have come through Great Lakes Crossing in the past year. And that will continue based on what's happening today with LegoLand. We're thrilled with it, but it's just exciting for the entire community. It's great for everybody, and it creates jobs, and it's all good things.
Well, this is great because Great Lakes Crossing, is a world attraction here. We've got a lot of people that come and travel here, over 21 million, so it's a great attribute for our team here at Great Lakes Crossing, so we're just thrilled to have them. Maryland Entertainment's been a great partner, corporate partner for us.
And I understand you're going to bring the family back and enjoy this place?
Absolutely. Yeah, we're probably going to be those lovely annual pass owners there, so they love this place, and it's just great. I'm looking forward to making a lot of memories with the family here, for sure.
For more information, including admission prices, visit LegolandDiscoveryCenter.com/Michigan. And that'll wrap up this edition of ONTV News. For more information on what's happening in and around Lake Orion, visit our Facebook page or check out our YouTube channel. On behalf of the hardworking team at ONTV News, I'm John Atwater. Thanks for watching.